Simpson, and warnings have been issued. You know, you get the sense that Freeman might have been saying to Simpson, let's get out of this thing alive, the two of us. There are other jobs waiting for us. We can come back here if they want, which they will probably ask us to do. As look at this is lost, and a foul called on LA Tenorio.
That's number 3.
We're going to see this again. Looks like referee Cruz may have had a bad angle on this one, but turnovers starting to hurt Alaska. Well, it's a tough call.
Yeah, it's tough to make that kind of call, especially in a championship game, unless there's completely a bagging there.
Freeman with a turnaround. That kisses the iron and lands safely in the hands of Yo, who kept it in play.
And that's what San Miguel wants to see. Want a lot more effort, guys, from Joseph Yo.
Arwin Santos can't make it, in a loose ball foul underneath.
This ball foul on Nick, and he also has 4 personal fouls. So he and Jay Washington both have 4 personal fouls.
Yes, and Leah Cruz has this report.
It's really all about defense right now for the San Miguel Beermen. Coach Gia Bonilla telling them, come on, let's play defense. Get that rebound. Do not stop until you get that ball, Seth.
Thanks a lot, Leah.
Well, San Miguel is in the penalty, as is Alaska. That was a loose ball foul. That will mean free throw shots for Jeffrey Carriazo. His last year in the PBA, probably his last year, obviously his last year with Alaska. He would like to go out with a bang. Maybe he can help a little bit here with his experience.
I had a brief chat with him during one of the games, after the games, and he's really odd. It's not Carriazo. We'll still talk about it.
There was a switch.
Yeah, they tried to pull the fast one. The oldest trick in the book. And Jeffrey Carriazo is looking forward to going back to the Bay Area after the season, but doesn't want to say Pinis. He might be coming back. You never know.
Yeah, because, you know, Alaska has a penchant also getting some of his former players as their assistant coaches.
Yeah,
as they did with Batman, as they did with Jojo Lastimosa.
There's a shirt and tie waiting for you when you retire from Alaska. I think they're giving that out during their reunion in October. In the meantime, don't forget that free throws are brought to you by Beam and Derby HPV Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. Here's Yo. Top of the keel. Can't aim. Over to Miranda. The wiggle. The shot. The miss. The rebound being fought for. Who has it? Nobody yet. Picked up by Tenorio. Tries to dribble out of trouble. It's like a dribbling drill. Tenorio going all the way. Simpson. No, but foul.
You know, Tenorio seems to be able to extricate himself from situations that maybe another player cannot do. I mean, you don't go 1 against 3 and then try to find up in the air somebody coming in and giving off a pass.
I think he dribbled off the entire San Miguel Beer team in that possession, but Diamond Simpson, since the time that he came back, has steadied the ship for Alaska. Tumigil na yung run ng San Miguel. Ito na. Now it's Alaska's turn to get a short run because this lead was down to 7. Now it's back to 10.
Some timely changes, tinkering by Tim Don with his lineup has steadied the ship, as you mentioned, and Simpson takes care of that as we remind you that Hanes is the official underwear of the PBA.
Borboran coming back into the ballgame for Sanitos, so you can match up with Arwin Santos on the outside as a wing player.
Gary Freeman creates space inside. Ball deflected. That's a foul. Yes, inside. Could be Borboran.
And Dr. J, going back to your point, the other thing is that makes Dorian Peña maybe ineffective in a way because Dorian Peña if they cannot switch anymore big to big. He has to stay with Diamond Simpson at all costs. Kasi may iwan na siya ng quickness ng natitira ng mga player ng Alaska.
Okay, Devance, you would have the problem if you have to guard Devance on the outside.
And this coming free throw brought to you by Beam and Derby Ice Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado.
Look at the numbers of this guy. 18 points and 9 rebounds. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the... you know, he made 1 turnover. He dribbled off his foot there.
I have serious doubts about his double-double here tonight. In the meantime, nothing there. And the headband twins, known as Santos and Miranda, sounds like 2 bookstores coming together. Oh, look at that! That's a page!
That's a mistake in defense.
Very clearly.
Second 3-point shot of Arwin Santos in this ballgame.
You know, you wanted to take 3-point shots, but you wanted to be tough 3-point shots.
Freeman will score! And It is ball, and listen to the San Miguel faithful roar.
You gotta give it to this guy. Coming up with an interception. Oh, I got a little some small man here.
Kaya to. Wala Simpson, kaya to.
I got some small man here. I'm taking them. 21 points already in the ball game.
My name is Gulliver. I will just roll over you. And we've got a timeout. The action is hot, hot, hot. With us here, and the man scores quickly.
You know, I've always said this in my coverages, even to my team. When Team Cook calls a timeout, you're in trouble. And if he has a lot of timeouts, he almost always finds a way to score. There are a couple of coaches in the league that are pretty good with calling timeouts and coming up with a nice play. But he's a master in that. Well, he's the longest active coach, actually.
Does that happen, Dr. J, because you're not expecting it? As we take a look at Commissioner Sandy Barrios with his friends who now know that they're on television.
Si Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie de Guzman and Ador de Guzman.
Good friend of mine, too.
From Skype Freight, I understand. In the meantime, no, I was asking you, Dr. J, is that happen because you least expect that that play is coming, or you should be prepared?
He's looking at what the other team is giving you, what they're planning. So he understands his team well, so he knows what play to go to.
Good point. Shot of Arwin Santos is now being recycled by the San Miguel offense. They have 19 on the shot clock. Here's Peña. Here's Yo. Can't get anything going. Yo fires, top of the keyhole three. Knocks it in.
That looked good. And San Miguel really coming back. Down by 14. Now down by only 4.
Best game of Yo was the second game wherein he scored 20 points. Simpson gets it to crawl inside.
He's just really good, really big. And he takes high percentage shots.
And, you know, at that size, with that agility, that's really the main problem that San Miguel deals with.
Simpson with 14. Here's Santos. Miranda. Nice head fake. Downstairs he went. Now basket for Freeman.
Well, he had one chance there. He had an easy shot, but Simpson did not give him a second chance.
Great pass by Carriazo to Borbaran, who was angled away, but maybe there was a foul underneath.
So that is the experience of Jeff Carriazo. I really thought the team wasn't going to use him in this game, but when Larry started making, well, even Topics is coming in to give LA the 35-second rest.
They're going to need it for defense, but Dorian Peña has not been able to match the pace that this game has been being played. The 2 times that Alaska went early offense, has not been able to move his feet to be able to stop the drivers of Alaska.
Well, he only played 1 game, I think, no? Tapos medyo hindi na siya nagamit, no? So
I think he also played in the last game, but also did not have the right matchups when he was on the floor.
2 for 2 by Borboran. The only time Borboran did not score was in game number 3. He was rarely used in game 3.
and he lost. And this is a 30-second timeout called by
Now that's very clear, and I can say that it is brought to you by Handy Fix on First Aid ng Bakay Mo. Banzol seals all. Let's sort of go into what the coaches are thinking of. Jason, what is San Miguel going to talk about most likely? Let's just speculate here at the half.
For San Miguel, you're thinking that Coach G. Abanilla is going to give confidence back to his players because this team was down big. They were down by a total of 14 points, but was able to come back, got it close. But then he has to remind his boys that it's not because of our one-on-one, it's because of our defense that has kept us in this game and allowed us to come back.
Now,
yes, Dr. J.
They're not going to rush this. They could have gone for a 2-on-1, but they would have had to rush it. Now, because that shot clock is not in that favor. Well, that's a very nice fake. You go a higher percentage shot, but again, he misses.
A classic sucker play.
No, there was a mistake by Mangibit. That ball was last touched by San Miguel. So
everybody turned their back. They thought the shot was already up for Freeman. Then he made his move, just didn't make it. And the ball will now go to Alaska.
Now they're not going to guard Robinson.
The match to Robinson. traveled.
See, if Fincon had a 30-second timeout
He would have
saved,
brought it.
he would have used it and he would have brought in LA Tenorio.
But he could actually have brought him in because there was a dead ball on one end.
yeah, that's true.
There, LA is in fact waiting along his the seat of Tim Cone actually, but they won't make that happen anymore. Freeman! What a first half! What a first half! And right away, Alaska making a very strong statement, but if we follow this as we have with you throughout the game so far, both teams have shown capabilities of catching up. Let us now talk to the two imports. I understand. I'm looking at both of them. Our courtside reporters getting ready. Leah, let's go with you first.
I am with Gabe Freeman with 21 points so far in the ball game. Gabe, you guys were down by 14 points. You came back into the game. How did you do it?
I'm not ready to go home. Just want to come out and play tonight, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, now your coaches, Coach G in particular, told me that your mindset is very important in this game. You have to stay positive and you have to believe that you can do it. Personally, how do you feel? How do your teammates feel going into the locker room at the half?
The game ain't over yet. We still got a lot of ball game left. We got to come out and execute.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you in the second half. Now, Chicky, over to you.
Thank you, Leah. I'm with Diamond Simpson. Diamond, you guys had a double-digit lead in the first half, but San Miguel had a mini run. What do you think caused this breakdown in the game of Alaska?
Since they have so many weapons, it's kind of hard to guard them. So when they change the lineups, we get a little bit flustered. But I think we're finding the key how to stop them.
You had a moment there with Mick Penisi in the second quarter. Can you share with us your exchange with him? What did you guys discuss?
Penisi fouls real hard, so I just told him to stop fouling me so hard. But it's playoff basketball, so you got to expect the worst.
Thank you, Diamond. Okay, we'll take a short break from this game. Magbabalik po ang PBA.
And we have a few moments before the start of the second half. And it is 44 to 32. Oh, sorry, 52 to 44. With the Alaska, I got my math all wrong. And what a way to start. But, of course, the adjustment will be on the part of San Miguel. I'm here alongside Dr. J as well as Jason Webb. Dr. J, let's start with you and your thoughts about the first half so far.
Well, I thought Alaska shot very well, especially in the first quarter. They executed well. And for a while, San Miguel did struggle against the zone defense that Alaska put up. But eventually, because of the tenacity of Gabe Freeman, plus the outside sniping of a guy like Arvin Santos, they were able to get themselves back in the ballgame.
Okay. And do we have some... no, we're going straight to the webpage. Going straight to you, then we'll talk about it. Let's talk about Alaska, I believe.
Well, for Alaska, we did talk about the most important thing for them was to start strong, or rather, that's for San Miguel. Looking at Alaska, they had to establish the post early. And then in this game, they did that with going to Diamond Simpson already with 14 points and 7 rebounds. Pero nagkaroon sila ng X-Factor. Naging X-Factor si Sonny Toss, who came in that first quarter, scoring 6 points and had 7 rebounds. And that was a big plus for them. Next up, it's all about pace. Although, when you look at the totality of the game, the pace has not been an Alaska pace. That it's been up and down a number of times. Alaska giving up 8 fast break points to San Miguel. Not really what they want to see because San Miguel's going to be headed to 16. But still, they were able to manage that because nakaipon sila na maganda in that first quarter. And finally, time for showtime. And then LA Tenorio only 2 points, but he had 4 assists. But more importantly, even though the numbers are not that big, LA was able to really organize his team in the half-court set and was able to make them run when he needed to and slow the pace when they wanted to.
And he got Cyrus Baguio on track, Dr. J.
Yeah, 15 points. So together, as their backcourt, they already had 17 points, which you're really going to be very happy with. I think Jason had it all there. The important thing was Alaska did not lose in the rebound in the first half. They actually won it by 3 because their big men did a pretty good job on rebounding. So if the pace goes like this, the important thing is who makes the big spurt, I think, somewhere in the middle of the third quarter or just before the end of the third quarter. Importante kung sino ang medyo talagang grabbing the bull by the horns na kukunin yung momentum para may tuloy-tuloy.
Diretso na, no? Kung tatabla tayo o may champion na tonight, Lipat natin. San Miguel naman ang webpage.
Para sa San Miguel, ang pinag-usapan nating number one is that they had to start strong, and this was the thing that they were unable to do. Down 28